The idea here is to simply display two columns when there is no more space. For me, it's okay if we start making that happen right here. We should already have right here at 950 because this text is not being well presented, or even here at 970, no, 980. We can make that happen here. So let's go to this component is the service box. So let's open there and put here on our side the service box section so that we can see what we are really working with in case you forget. Let me simply collapse this, and this also. Okay, we want to make that happen in our row, so we have to change the configuration to our column 1 of 4. So let's use our class selector right here. Class is equal to column 1 of 4. Add include responsiveness is 980. Change the width. We already know that to have a grid with 2 columns, we use these values. 100% minus the color over 2. So let's put here 100% minus the gather horizontal, all this over 2. We have defined the width. We must make sure that the margin right to the second element is going to be 0. We can even save, and I'm going to show you why. It's refreshing. Let's wait. Okay, here we have. So margin right of this element must be 0. If we inspect, you are going to see that it has a margin to the right. This element is this one, column 1 of 4, has a margin to the right, so we have to remove this margin to the right just for that second element. So let's come here and of type is to n, so we want the even ones to have a margin to the right of 0. Save and give a margin to the bottom between them. So I'm going to start with that here, but we have to remove to the last one because we don't want. So last child, let's give a margin to the bottom of 6 rem. Then we're going to increase if it's not enough. It's refreshing. Here we have, I think it's okay, even the margin was well defined here. If we want to have them more near, you can do that, but this margin is okay so that we can even hover on it and they don't overlap. Very good. So let's see what else we have to change here as we reduce the width. Let's go, and go. Let's go more. For me too, here is still comfortable. It's still comfortable. Okay, it's still comfortable to have 2 columns. I think it's still comfortable. They fit. Let's see. Okay, here we have a reduced font size. Let's put just 1 column at the breakpoint, 600 pixels. So for that, you already know what you have to do. We simply come here and say after this to n, we're gonna include responsiveness pixel to em on 600 pixels. And let's say that you want the width to be 100%. Save and see what's gonna give us on 600. It's still refreshing all. Okay, we don't have, did I save the main file? Yes, I did. This one also is saved. No, it's not working. Okay, probably it's not the fault of the computer but ours, because this should be right here. So let's save and see again if this is gonna work or not. Its width is not changing. Now it's working. I wasn't at 600 or less width. Now it's okay. Let's add some removing of margin right here to these elements which are here. Remember that we had defined some margin to the right to these elements, but we don't need to remove since they don't have a margin to the right applied to the second elements. But we can also do that just to remove the margin right that we have applied by default in our grid system. And this one is going to be important because we want to override that one. And what else we can do here? Let's actually add some padding in our entire row. It would be very beautiful to have a slightly internal space between our rows right here. So this should be placed right here after we close this. And again, add include responsiveness pixel to em 600. This one is gonna be padding top and bottom of 0, left and right. I'm going to start using percentages just for this. 10%. Let's reload. And where is our row? Our row is here. I want to talk about this padding. Here we have 10%. Do you see? This is the horizontal padding. Here we can add some padding. That's going to give a separation between all this row and the outer row element, but for me the horizontal one is okay, only that. Then let's check again what we are going to change. So let me inspect it. Let's see if we have to change the titles and that stuff. Let's go down, down, down. Go down. Okay, I can change the title here, font size. So right now I'm going to check how much it is. I'm going to put another font size right here in my 650 breakpoint. Where is the title? Here you are. So I include responsiveness pixel to em 650. Let's put a font size of some 2 rems. Save it and see how it's gonna behave. 650, yeah, it's okay, but actually I can increase it. 3 rem, no, it's much big. 2.4, 0.5, 0.6. Okay, 0.6 for me it's okay, but I think it stays much better with 0.5. Yes, I'm going to put 2.5 right here and save. And our description also is going to change, of course. Here, instead of just justifying it, we can start with some 1.8 rems and see how it's going to behave. Now it's much better. 1.8, let's put 1.9. No, 1.8, it's okay. Next, let's see what we have to do. You don't need to exactly have the same customizations that I'm making right here. Do what you think it's more plausible for you, right?